on.
That's all right. You don't need to see my dick.
Muffin Man.
Or the rest of you, apparently.
Yeah, no, just my head. My head's fine.
That's the bit you want to miss.
Fuck off, Pete. There we go.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Heel Podcast, where we are back, where Link has just shriveled into the ground, and
don't ask. Yeah.
me and Pete are just alive, and I'll be honest, that's all you can ask for from your podcast host, right?
Especially on a Monday morning.
A Monday morning, we've had bugger all sleep, and I've accidentally got rid of the things that I needed to have on the screen. Hi everyone, can I just please ask you to like the video for me whilst we're here? And then maybe subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't like it, you can always reverse those decisions later, can't you? Back to the content. Bye.
Oh, no.
But we are obviously here to talk about WWE Backlash after last night's show.
Oh yeah, that was on.
It was
forgettable.
No, but it was
better than I expected.
It was better than we expected. It was better than what we expected.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of things to talk about in it that actually it's going to be a bit of a shorter podcast. We've got not a crazy amount to talk outside, except from... We'll say now, actually, because you might be watching this. Thank you for all the support that we've had over the last month on TikTok and YouTube and Twitch and... Yeah, thank you.
Facebook.
Thank you. It's been great. It's been great. You guys, you there? No, not you. You're not so good. But the person next to you, they're all right. They're good. We started the show last night with a pre-show without another match. So, I'm not a fan of this, boys.
It went really quick, though, to be fair, last night.
It did go very quick, to be honest with you. We didn't get into our chat until pretty much as the pre-show started, which was weird for us. Normally we're well in advance. And
yeah, we did our...
Things were a bit behind schedule for us last night, so I'm kind of glad in some respects that it wasn't.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think we're starting to get used to no match on the pre-show, so we're actually starting to feel that bit in between now quite well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice spot for us to do the predictions, and I'll tell you all now, we had no punishment, and because we had no punishment, I obviously won. Like, This is bullshit. Bullshit, boy. It's bullshit. But then, we opened with the match that I was probably looking forward to the most on the card.
One of them, yeah.
I think everyone was looking forward to this one the most on the card, to be honest with you.
We had Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins. I'm going to say, boys, and we'll get it out of the way, because I know TikTok, some people on there were like, well, how do you expect to have the feuds carry on without a dirty finish? But this match was fantastic, Cody versus Seth, and it's a shame that it finished in a bit of a bit of a hoo-ha, because the match was that good.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense for the feud, but in terms of the match,
I think
it was just a bit of a shame, wasn't it, of the finish, you know?
For the actual match, I actually prefer this one to the Mania match, and I really, really like that.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know. I think the spots, the counters, the little... I preferred this one. If you took those certain little bits out of this one, like the reversals and bits and pieces, and put them in the Mania match, it would have made it even better for me.
There was some very good storytelling within this match.
Yeah.
They did very, very well with what they were doing, but it just... Yeah, I think the Mania match was better, but this match told the story more.
I think the Mania match was better as a WWE moment.
Yeah.
Whereas this one was probably
match.
better as part of like the actual feud, a better match. Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably was. Yeah. Just. Are we happy with it? Are we happy with the it's Cody Seth, or would you rather have seen Cody with someone else?
I think Cody Seth's good.
We spoke about this last night. Who else there is no one else.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, there is no one else that's on that level. So
I know a lot of people that have been saying that Cody should have been put straight into at least the minor title stage.
I like the way this is built up. You've got, but mind you, people say that Seth should be in that some sort of title picture. So instead of put them two against each other, you're never going to get a bad match with these two. Never. So
So
It keeps them both for story as well.
do we think, gentlemen, that this match, as well as the Edge Styles match later on in the show, they're like their own little tier in between the minor titles and the major titles now? They're like the guys that, if you want to stick them in the main picture, it's fine. I mean, if they have a minor title run, it's fine as well.
They're the upper mid card.
Yeah.
I see it as these are ones you don't need. This is the bit where you don't need a title. These are the people you don't need to put a title on. They can carry a decent story.
Well, they're waiting for their title opportunity, aren't they? Essentially,
but you don't need it on there now.
They are championship material. They're just not in that spot yet, so they're waiting. So it's almost like a holding pattern before they go into the title picture.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the I don't know, the lack of prestige of the US title and the Intercontinental at the minute, Cody and Seth maybe actually a little bit too good for the title picture at the minute for that minor.
It's sad to say.
Is it that
bad
now?
Probably right. I think to be honest with you, that'd be something that they should do, or look at doing at least, is bring that title back, elevate that title back up to that division, to that area.
Yeah.
So bring the title up so the title's relevant again.
Oh, it would be, for me, it'd be like the dream move to stick Cody on the IC and Cody to bring back the IC again, the one we had before this one, the white one. I preferred that one.
The white strap.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the IC title strap. The Oval IC is the only one I ever really liked, if I'm deadly honest. And the fact that Cody brings back titles shouldn't be a thing. It just shouldn't. It's not it's weird.
But I mean, this belt's got this style's got no prestige to it, has it? Let's be honest. It's been a been a hell of a joke belt. So I mean, sticking it on one the last time it had prestige when the Miz and Dolph had it. I mean, it would be a bit of prestige. I don't know. It'd be nice to bring it back, in my opinion. But in this match, we had a bit of a few dirty moves. What are they called? Move thief. That's what we were saying on our thing last night on the old watch along. But I mean, we had a pedigree. Cody kicked out of a pedigree.
Did.
I'm not. I don't know. The more I think on it, like when I thought about it in the moment, yeah, it's great because it's not Seth's. But is it? Is it?
I mean, it is now because Triple H ain't going to be doing it. So who else is it?
Well, this is it. But it's not one of his main moves, is it anymore? So because he had it when he Well. Is it?
For Seth, it's more of a signature.
It's a secondary finisher. It's still a finish, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then, I don't know. It was just, I thought this was an all-round good match, and actually it's going to build the storyline very nicely. We then had the Omos Bobby Lashley match, and for me, it was the match I was least looking forward to before the pay-per-view started, and with good reason.
Yeah. To be fair to him, I think it's only really unless you follow this up with the Edge match or the Roman match, what I was looking forward to, you was never going to get something to carry on from Seth and Cody.
Yeah, I think
it was unfortunate.
It was an unenviable spot because coming on straight after that big match,
there was going to be a dip.
Obviously, the crowd went a little bit flat because of the roll up. Tights grabbing ending for the Cody match as well. But then the crowd were a bit like, nah, before this even started.
Exactly.
Lashley had his new entrance with the coming out on the podium thing that he had. But yeah, overall, look, I understand why they're trying to do what they're doing with Omos, because they're going to push him to a point where he's going to be like this boss level figure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the most enjoyable match. There were some spots in it that were interesting.
Was there a need for MVP to basically help Omos get the win this time?
I think it's going to sell as Omos. At least Lashley's not going to get too weak.
Yeah,
I think that's the reason I've done that.
Yeah, I mean, where would we put Bobby Lashley now? Because I don't know. We'll find out tonight, I suppose, whether they're going to carry on this feud, or if Omos is going to go after somebody else, or
I'd say Lashley basically is in the same sort of spot as Cody and Seth. and Omos is below that, in my opinion. But this is kind of, I don't know, maybe they're trying to elevate him up to that point as well. But
Yeah. Well, I said last night, I really, really want to see, but it's a bit early yet. I really want to see a Veer Bobby Lashley feud going on.
you say it's a bit early. It's
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's really
I'd
not.
love to see
Especially
that.
when there's
They love the big guys against each
Yeah.
other, like this clash of the behemoths type matches. So
especially
Yeah,
when
I
there's
can
no
see that
title
happening.
involved. Yeah, especially when there's no title
Yeah.
involved.
I'd love
It's
to see that.
not going to do any harm.
Gives them both a bit of a story, and it'll give Veer someone to go up against an actual name.
So are you
So-
thinking Cody takes off Omos,
Hey,
Veer takes on
all right, Bobby.
Bobby, and then we're left with Seth and
I think we can have
Jobbers.
Seth Cody still for quite a while.
yeah, Jobbers.
Yeah, no, we'll have. I think we will have Seth and Cody for a while now. But I mean, Omos for me, I mean, it's made it look very clear he needs somebody that's not a powerhouse as well. He's too slow to have somebody.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
He needs somebody with a bit more agility.
Yeah, he needs a cruiserweight to
speed.
bounce off him,
Well,
essentially.
Yeah, I mean,
We need to pick up the
Look at the old.
24/7
Look at the
title.
old.
who's IC champion at the minute? Is it Ricochet?
Ricochet.
Yeah, I mean, that would. I mean,
That wouldn't be too
Ricochet
bad.
versus him would be quite good actually.
Oh no, I can't put that. No, we can't put the IC belt on Olos.
No, I'm not saying we do.
God.
We do, but I mean, yeah.
24/7's available.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
He was nearly the 24/7 champion at one point because he was the giant ninja. But
So what we saying? We'll have an Omos Tozawa feud.
The thing is, I'm just not. I was really excited for Omos coming in and start wrestling, but it's just not clicking for me.
I think we all were, and
Yeah.
like you say, it hasn't clicked.
It's just not clicking.
So-
And that seems to be the case for quite a few people. And while we're on the subject of things not clicking, have you seen the new strategy that WWE are using for their hirings,
No.
where they're giving people a 6-week probation period, essentially?
What? For what?
It's interesting.
So it's either 6 weeks or 6 months. I can't remember. I know that's a bit of a big difference, but basically, so they can fire them. Like they can just
If
get rid of
things
them
ain't
straight
working,
away.
yeah.
If it's not working out, they get rid of them. Similar to what they've done with Parker Bordeaux, who we all thought was going to be this next big thing, was touted as the next Brock Lesnar, all the
Yeah.
rest of it. He came in, he was crap on the mic, never really picked up any with his in-ring ability, and they just went, "Yeah, we're going to cut our losses. Bye bye."
Yeah, because it was a big deal they signed him as well, like expensive deal, weren't it? They signed him quite a bit.
So, and that's going to happen more and more in the future. I think that's where we're going now, is that they're going to be able to be a bit more ruthless with their signings and the hirings and firings and such. And to be honest with you,
I think it's fair.
that's how business works.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
People complaining about it, and I know there are a lot of them.
Well,
That's
you
how
think
business works. So
over the last few years, they've had to get rid of people that were good wrestlers for cutbacks, and they're keeping a lot of people on just because they had just signed contracts that would have been too expensive to release them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only fair.
So I mean, by that logic, though, what I'd say with Omos is he's probably only got a year or two left before they get rid of him as well.
Yeah.
At most.
It's just it's not clicking.
He is still only how old is he? He's only 27.
Oh, he's young.
He's only 27.
Yeah, he's young, but he's crap, and he's been around for long enough now that he should have started to improve.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You've got people that have come in a lot after that and have really started to try and make a name for themselves now.
But
I'm really hoping this Gable Stevens turns into something, because otherwise he's going to be on the same track.
And he's on quite big money from what I gather.
He's on massive money, isn't he? Yeah.
And we've not seen him at all on Raw or SmackDown at all.
Not
He was,
really, no.
he was at Mania just constantly, weren't he? Both nights. And then that's the last time we've seen him.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, he was part of the draft as well, wasn't he? So it's even weirder. Like he's a very strange situation with that guy.
We then. Go on.
I'm saying we should be hitting to the time now for new storylines kicking in after Backlash. So we could see him from tonight on, I suppose.
Oh, do you know how old Gable Stevenson is, by the way? Gable Steveson is actually all of 21.
Jesus, is he 21?
Yeah.
Who would have thought that?
So that's a
Born
bit
in 2000.
That's a bit mad, isn't it?
He's 22 this year.
Yeah, so he should be alright. He should be alright. It should be okay. They should be able to do plenty with him in that.
What's his middle name, Link?
Dan. Well done. Well done. Did you Google it whilst I was gone?
Yes.
It did.
Not bad.
It is actually Dan.
Yeah, it is. I know. I can see.
His birthday's the end of this month, so he'll be 22 by the time he comes back, probably.
Of course, it's Dan. The woman read it out to you.
Yeah, I wasn't
read it out
listening to her.
Right.
When you asked her.
Anyway, we then had Edge versus AJ Styles in something that very, very excited me. Very, very excited me. So the match itself was as good as Edge versus Styles would be. It wasn't. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't blowing socks off, but it was all right. It was solid. It did exactly what you expected it to do. Link is just disappearing into the abyss.
Do you know what? There was a certain bit that I really, really liked in this match, and it was
it
was back to heel Edge that he used to do with the turnbuckle, taking the turnbuckle padding off, and then going into it himself, just a heelish move. But it was just like Edge sells those.
No, it's a shit heel move in my opinion. That Pete.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad heel move.
But that was what they all used to do. They used to all take turnbuckle off to try and get, and then end up getting it themselves. But it was little things like that. Very old school.
I must admit, Edge as a heel is so much better than Edge as anything else. Like,
Yeah.
Because
I don't understand why they ever made Edge not a heel.
But the thing is, on his return, there was no way that he could be a face.
No, he had to be face, really, didn't he? Yeah, you're right.
But for me, he was boring the crap out of me ever since his comeback, and I really mean that. I found him boring.
We was actually talking, me and Link, I think, in one time, and we were saying that we thought before the heel turn, it was going to be pretty much the end of him because it just wasn't being used. There was nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, he was dull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they've made everything so good about this. Even the entrance with the screen behind and the little things like the camera angles. It looks like the wings are behind him.
That was nice.
Just everything about it is just perfect.
So did Edge won this match? I'm very confused as to how he won this. He won this match because Priest was banned from ringside.
He wasn't at ringside, was he? He was on the entrance way. He didn't actually go down to ringside. I think that's how they're doing it.
No, because he shoved Finn out to there. So Finn ran in to obviously save AJ.
Finn threw him in, didn't he?
Finn
threw him in the ring.
Did he throw him into the ring? Was that before?
Yeah. Finn threw him into the ring.
Surely AJ should have won this match by DQ. No?
I think because there was no actual involvement. It was the ref discretion let it go.
I think part of the storyline was really, really
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, just a bit odd. It's only just what occurs to me. But I mean, obviously that run-in was perfect because then you had Finn coming and save the day. There wasn't a lot that went on with Finn and AJ, but it was nice that we had Finn doing something and actually coming and trying to save AJ. And then we had
a bit of a distraction, really, so that Ciampa could debut, wasn't it?
Well, what we thought was Ciampa, it was AJ was up on the top rope, about to perform something. I don't know what he was going for, but it was very long. I thought this is a long shot, and obviously somebody jumped up, pushed him off, and I think Pete instantly went Rhea.
Yeah.
Then Link went Ciampa, and then Pete went, and then Link went again. Oh, actually, no, you're all right. I think it could have been. I think that is Rhea.
As soon as you see him stand up, it was too skinny for Ciampa. And quite very tall.
So I mean, Rhea Ripley joining Judgment Day. I mean, I'm good with this. I am good with this.
The thing that made me giggle a little bit. Sorry, the thing that made me giggle a little bit. So at the end, when she obviously revealed and unzipped and took the hood down to show who it was.
To the crowd first.
She was obviously facing away from the camera.
Yeah.
And the second she unzipped, the crowd cheered because they saw boobs, and it was just like, wow.
No, the thing was, I think they saw her face.
I don't think that.
They knew it was a woman straight away at that point. Like, so they knew, like, it's obvious it was going to be her.
And what I've really liked about this as well, because it seems to have saved Edge. This whole storyline, it saved Edge for me because he was boring the hell out of me. We was only saying a while ago that Rhea seems to have been. They've dropped the ball to Rhea just before the whole Liv tag title run. They seem to have just everyone forgot about Rhea for a while, and she was a bit in limbo for a while.
They're going to use that as part of the story as to why she's joined with Edge here as well.
And
I think
the thing is, I really think they're going to be clever, and they're trying to. I think they're going to try and push. We were saying about Edge, AJ are in that higher mid card level. I think they're going to use Finn and try and push Finn up to that level again now, because Finn just seemed to get dropped for a while.
I would agree with you, and I really hope that they do that, because I really like. I said do. I like Finn, but
do.
But at the end of the day, he hasn't quite got the star power of AJ on the grand scheme. But they're not going to win this feud.
No, but I think if you push him in this storyline, I think there's more to come, and I'd like to see. I put down as a prediction yesterday that Finn would get involved and join AJ, and I'd love to still see that happen.
I disagree, Dan.
I think they can use him for this.
I'd say that Finn's actually got more star power than AJ.
No. So what I'm saying is, to us, obviously, we know how big Finn is.
Yeah.
But I think so like a casual fan, which is obviously the way that WWE have to book their stuff. I think AJ's a bigger name for them.
Well, this is why I think they're doing it perfect now, because before, if you weren't in the title picture, you weren't really doing much now. But now they've got these little feuds that are starting to happen. They're going to elevate a lot more people to have more than just 2 or 3 people in the title run. Yeah, they're going to have these lot doing big stories, and I think there'll be key stories. I reckon soon there will be final matches in pay-per-views, main event matches. These feuds will finish off pay-per-views. Which you don't have to have a main title match on every pay-per-view. This could easily do it.
You don't. But
these feuds could easily. You can have a pay-per-view without the main title in a
You can, but I think the champion should be on every show.
The main
He doesn't need to defend the belt necessarily, like he didn't last night. But
and that was fine.
He still needs to be on the show.
I think the champion and the appearance of the title has to appear, doesn't it? In my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. So, predictions on who's going to be next into the.
I really want Ciampa.
I think it probably.
We said from day one, Ciampa.
I mean, Ciampa makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Or did we see maybe someone?
Did
we see somebody maybe like Finn turn in before Ciampa even appears?
No.
I think that'll finish off the story.
I don't think Finn's going over there, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I reckon, but. That's what I was thinking the other day. Have we ever had a Finn AJ feud happen?
I don't think so.
Because I was going to say, because I'd love to see it.
When?
I couldn't remember it.
It was because the Good Brothers were stuck in the middle and they were like trying to pick a side. It wasn't very long, but it did happen.
Yeah, because I'd love to see a good feud with them two, because they would be really, really awesome to watch.
Yeah, I mean.
Especially an evil kind of Finn.
Yeah,
would be cool.
I do agree. I think probably will be Ciampa next anyway. So, yeah. Whoa!
When this happen? Where you go?
I tell you what I really want to happen. I want them to have like a tag team like the Authors of Pain or something come back and join with Edge. I think that'd be perfect. Like an acolyte style team. So we can rebuild almost a ministry-esque stable.
They've just gone and formed their own promotion, haven't they?
They're doing a show in Saudi. It's not their own promotion.
Is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, because obviously it was being rumoured for a little while that they'd actually finished with wrestling, wasn't it? And then
it was, yeah.
They have confirmed they are not. So I mean,
they're doing one show.
I mean, but it wouldn't be the worst guys to come across into that tag team. So no, that would be cool. But someone of that stature, would be great.
Yeah.
What about God?
I think it's just like they'd be good, but I think they're too small and they're too bigger characters for it.
Yeah. Authors of Pain would be perfect.
Authors of Pain would be perfect for it. Short of them, I think maybe the Viking Raiders, but they'd have to completely change their name.
Well, it wouldn't matter. They'd just be Eric and Ivar that could destroy them, couldn't they? But they could be quite dark names, to be fair. So, yeah, I mean that's not a bad chat actually. I quite like that. Or it will end up with Otis and Gable.
No, absolutely not.
All right, trying new things. All right, speaking of trying new things, we ended up with a Ronda Rousey match, which we all actually enjoyed.
Jesus, yeah, that is a new thing.
So that was next on the cards. Ronda Rousey is the new WWE SmackDown's Women's Champion.
I didn't enjoy that part so much.
It wasn't the worst.
The thing is, with Ronda coming back, we knew it was going to happen. So her winning it that way, in that match, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. As long as... I don't know. I don't think... She needs... I was singing a bit of Rhea's song now, but she needs a bit of brutality for her matches.
This is her brutality.
This is her brutality for these matches, because this I Quit match was suited to Ronda much more. Like, it was a lot more believable than any other match that Ronda's ever done, ever.
Yeah, and she actually managed to sell.
Yeah,
which was impressive.
Well, we say
she was actually hurt.
Yeah, I think I got a feeling she was actually hurt at the end of the match.
I reckon she was hurt. She was hurt more than Charlotte. Charlotte's having some time off for an injury because she fractured her arm.
Didn't fracture her arm.
No, so what was it? So what is it? She's broken her radius, and then
she's fractured. It was a fracture.
A fracture to the radius, and then it went back to the commentators. And I think it was Cole and
it was Pat.
Cole and Pat and Corey, and Pat was going. So it's this part of the arm. So you've got two bits in the arm. It's one side. She's broke this side, so she's broken her arm.
The only thing I would have changed in this match is, we said last night, Charlotte don't need the title it's Charlotte Flair. She don't need the title on her. And I would have had somebody come in, maybe, to kick off a feud with Charlotte and cost Charlotte. But that would have set that aside. And then it would have been Ronda didn't beat her clean.
Ronda needed to win.
To win clean, and I don't know.
Charlotte's taking time off, so Ronda needed the win. Charlotte needed the time off. It works.
It would have been class last night if Ronda, as she was limping off, because she obviously left the arena first. It would have been class if she was limping off, that Bayley's music hit and Bayley just walked out in front of her, and they have this little stare off, and then that'd be that. And we don't even need any interaction with them. But like, it's like, okay, Bayley's back in the picture, because I'm fairly sure Bayley is back like any second. Isn't she?
Because I even considered at one point, imagine if it was like, after that whole Rhea thing, Rhea come down and just went absolutely bloody nuts. Just push that a little bit more.
I hadn't even considered that. What
brutal side of Rhea come down after she just unveiled there.
Yeah, she just starts unloading on all the entire...
just proper unloading
women's
on
division,
Charlotte.
Just the whole division. Just the whole division, yeah. Put the whole division on notice. It would have been good.
Yeah.
We ended up with it being in the crowd. We ended up being back in the arena. In there, we had a couple of bitches being thrown out. We had Happy Mother's Day, which I thought was quite a good line from Charlotte Flair. I thought that was pretty good. I liked it.
It wasn't the worst.
Happy Mother's Day, and then that's what got Ronda the win. She unlocked.
Ronda did scare us. Ronda did scare us, walking around with a broken kendo stick and refusing to put it down for a bit. Yeah. That was worrying.
That shouldn't be worrying.
But that was fine.
They should have more respect for each other. But
Charlotte threw a camera at her, so
she did. I mean, a very expensive camera.
That second that we were going, put it down. Charlotte launches as like you said, a $30,000 camera at her. Okay. Yeah, you could carry that candle stick if you really want.
But no, it wasn't the worst. There wasn't the worst match, and there weren't really any botches in that.
Hey, we could have.
I didn't say there were no botches.
No, there wasn't really any. A lot less than what we expect.
There's less than we thought.
Yeah.
Apart from when they both landed on the mat outside. There was a move.
Off the...
Yes.
They were hung upside down doing the armbar, and they both just fell. Yeah, that was...
Yeah, but that was because I think you were talking to the chat at that point, but they were going from... They were like in a sideways position where they were trying to do the armbar. Then she ended up... Then obviously trying to lock it in a lot more, and then pushing herself back off of the apron doing the armbar. Yeah. Where else could she have gone from there? That was the thing. She still had hold of her. So she had... The only way she could go, they had to fall backwards. It looked a bit clunky because it was. They had to fall. She had to fall out of this sort of but sort of backwards tree of woe sort of position.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the worst though. It wasn't even
No,
the
it
worst
was.
match on the card.
Yeah. Well, again, like I said, best match of Ronda Rousey's career, and
It's been 4 years as well. We noticed that last night. 4 years since
Yeah,
she's
it's
come into
weird.
business.
It's
So
weird.
is that 4 years since the Kurt Angle, Steph and Trips match?
No, I think it's 4 years since
He walked out.
Yeah.
the
She
Rumble.
came out of the Rumble and
Bloody hell.
pointed to Asuka.
I was going to say, because I was thinking in that match, I was thinking it was a lot longer than 4 years ago, surely. But okay, God, it's 4 years since that Rumble. Fucking hell. Okay, that is long, and I wasn't sure what we were getting at last night, but yeah, no, I agree, that is long. Speaking of long,
You got to think that wasn't that was the 2019 Rumble, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be 4 years. 2019, 2020, 21, 2022.
if you
Four.
do it like that, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, speaking of long, we ended up with a long face on our Happy Corbin, who failed to pick up a win against the Mosses of the Madcaps. I'll be honest, lads.
God.
What happened in this match? I didn't watch it because I was
I can't
editing the Ronda Charlotte match.
I watched all of it and I know exactly what happened.
But I mean, Madcap got the win. I called him to get the win.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I thought he'd get the win. He had to get the win.
So I don't think this feud's going to end. I don't think it's going to end on that, is it? Because it is a breakup of a friendship.
I want to be honest.
You want it to end.
I don't care. Yeah.
This is for me. This is the only match on. Well, like, there was 2 matches on that were very, 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 very low mid card.
Saying that,
This was one of them.
We're at Hell in a Cell next. This is probably one of the only rivalries, other than Cody and Seth, that could.
And the Edge AJ stuff.
Yeah, true. Actually, so there's 3 different matches there that could be inside the cell. I'm very curious to see which one is going to be.
That'd be good if all 3 of them were. We had like 3 in, 3 out. I'd be good with that.
Yeah, but they have to be good. And
Yeah. The thing is,
they're good people to do it, man. I think
they would have to be able to sell tickets just for that match. Could it sell tickets? And the other 2, the Edge AJ, it could sell tickets. Just that match. Seth Cody definitely could.
But
Corbin Moss.
But the other matches would still be on the card as well.
Yeah.
It's just that obviously they'd have the Hell in a Cell for Corbin Moss. That would sell more tickets than it would if it was just Corbin Moss in a normal match.
Yeah, and everyone needs their sort of
I'd want
breakout
a refund.
But they all want their breakout. Oh, shut up, Pete. They all need to have a breakout sort of match to push them up. Obviously, Corbin's been about. He's never been about the title picture, but
I mean, Moss is made of metal as well, so like you could probably throw him off top of the cell and they'd be fine.
yeah. But I am thinking the likes of like Mankind, like he's steeped in legends now because of his Hell in a Cell matches, because he had this thing, and he wasn't particularly high on the card. Let's not forget at that point he wasn't that high on the card, or with his first one.
Well, it wasn't even the main event.
No, exactly.
That
exactly.
1998 in your house or whatever it was pay-per-view. He wasn't even the main event of it.
So Madcap and Corbin sticking him in a cell. It's not going to hurt. If they're only using the cell in particular this year for Hell in a Cell, then fuck it. I'd say stick all 6 of them in. Or if we're going to do 6, 4 or 5.
I'd want to see
in your house. Sorry, I'm being stupid.
I'd want to see Corbin in that mid-card title picture. I think he should be in that.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
And it kind of guts me that he's that bit low. I consider him at the minute lower than that mid-card title, and that's where he should be for me.
Oh no, he's definitely above the mid-card title picture because nothing's happening with the mid-card title picture. Whereas
this is what frustrates me. I think
something.
he should be. No, but that's where he should be. He should be having a run with this, and it wouldn't hurt anyone for him to be champion and Moss to have a feud with that.
Just going to point out as well, this is another pay-per-view that there was no mid-card titles
Again.
online.
Yeah.
The fact that I even had to double check with you further in the podcast who the bloody IC was it's just shocking.
Yeah.
Obviously, Theory's the US.
Well, yeah, but like I'm surprised that we didn't have Theory in any sort of match. Like he's been good. He's been doing a lot of interesting things.
But again, this was WrestleMania Backlash, and
Yeah.
he didn't have any backlash because he fought Pat.
Who beat him?
Yeah, but it was obviously that whole thing was way bigger than that, and obviously he's won the title since. So
Yeah, for me, I've got to admit, this would have made much more sense and it would have done. It wouldn't have hurt any storyline if they had Corbin as IC champion this and took it off Ricochet before.
I don't like Corbin as such. Like, I'm not bothered by him, but I don't dislike him. He deserves probably a good title run at some point.
Yeah, an IC champ, and it would have pushed Moss up to the IC title picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that.
But I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
It would have been utilised at least.
We'll see what happens with them. But we'll move on to the main event. The Bloodline defeated RK McBro. The fact that is not a thing that me and Pete came up with, and that is an actual thing that was said on WWE telly, is absolutely appalling. That is something that me and Pete would sell. Like,
no, even that we would have looked at it and gone, we can't call them that.
It's yeah, no. I'm sure McDonald's have got a claim to that.
RK McBro. WWE Twiz. Now at McDonald's.
The McBro sandwich.
And now it's the McBro sandwich, but with bacon. They like doing that, don't they? That's their special editions. They just have bacon in it.
Yeah, the McBro sandwich with bacon and viper venom.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds a bit risque. But Roman Reigns won this match, of course, in the end. He took a Claymore and an RKO.
He did. He took quite a lot of hits in this match. I was
Did
surprised.
he take the most finishers?
Yes.
I think he did by taking 2.
Unless you count the super kick, which, to be honest with you, nowadays I kind of don't.
The fact that Orton stood there just was like, boom, and he was like, nah, RKO'd. Like, nah.
I really thought at that point Orton was going to snatch this.
I thought that was the end of the match. Like, genuinely thought that was going to be the end.
Would we have rather seen this match as a winner takes all? Because this is the thing I can't still work out. Like, okay, it was a good match. It was a good main event. It put Drew in the title picture because Drew didn't lose it, but it did feel like it was missing something.
Well,
sorry, go on. You first.
I wouldn't want to see this as a winner takes all because it was only going one way. Then there's no way.
Well, the way it did go.
Yeah, exactly. But no, at least this way, the way it was with no titles online, it had you second guessing who was actually going to win. I thought RK Bro were going to pick up the win.
Yeah, it made it less
just
to
carry on the story. But they've said it was going to be. It's come out apparently that it was going to be a separate match, Drew and Reigns, weren't it?
Well, they're building for that, aren't they?
But it was going to happen, and they said it was just they thought it was too early.
Yeah.
Too much for a small crowd, and there hasn't been enough hype behind it yet. So that was why they put it into this match. But they were going to be 2 separates.
So what we're saying is they couldn't be bothered to pay the bonuses for a singles match. They wanted to pay them the bonuses for tag matches.
We're at Hell in a Cell next. So... tag team Hell in a Cell match? I wouldn't mind that.
No,
I wouldn't mind that at all. That'd be cool.
All 6 of them?
No, just the 4.
Just
2
the
tag
4.
teams.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but then at the same time, I would argue the fact, like, why are we not having Drew versus Roman in a cell? In all fairness, if that was the case,
it could happen, and they've said that it's going to be. They're going to push it towards the summer to have a big match in the summer, and I think the end of that's going to be you'll have to close this little feud at SummerSlam.
I really don't want to see Drew versus Roman as the main event for Clash at Castle.
I don't, and I think that's why it's going to end.
I
think it's going to end at SummerSlam. No, I don't, because then they would have Drew pick up the win.
No, they won't. They genuinely won't.
I can't do that.
They genuinely won't. So the only country that they would they do that for is Saudi, and they wouldn't do it for us. To sort of what's that word? Appease, yeah, something like that.
No, I could see them finishing this at SummerSlam, and some sort you're gonna get a return of some kind. You've got Brock, you've got Rock being rumoured, you've got all these like Cena, something happening at SummerSlam to then forward the story on to Mania.
I still don't think we're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get as big as the main event as that. To be honest, I think we already know our main event. We mentioned it a couple of weeks ago.
I can't see it happening.
What, Drew versus fucking Tyson Fury?
I am a bit
I
concerned.
would be I'll be a bit gutted if it is.
Genuinely, I'd rather Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul for bloody the main event. You know. That'd be a good match. That'd be a good match.
Look, I'd be fine with Drew versus Tyson Fury, but not as the main event.
But I think Drew, as long as there's barring any injuries, Drew's going to be the main event. I'm fairly sure of it.
I don't know.
They're not.
I don't know. Especially if they put him against Tyson Fury, it's not going to be the main event.
Well, the only way. That's the only other way I was thinking, Pete. Is the only other way it's going to work is if he is the opening event.
Yeah.
The whole welcome. Hello, Cardiff. I don't know why he went Farmer, but yeah.
Drew McIntyre and Farmer. Yeah.
All right, Cardiff. Right, we're gonna fight today. I've got my good friend. I got my good friend Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, and he comes down. He goes, "All right, we're gonna have another fight." No.
Yeah, Dosser.
Yeah. You're Dosser. Yeah, no. It's,
what's it gonna be?
They've all wow, bro.
McDrew and McTyson.
Oh God.
Fuck off, Mick Drew.
So, I mean, yeah, we're gonna get Drew as the big. He's just the big.
He's the big.
Whether that's made.
I'm just gonna tell you this right now. If Riddle's there and when he kicks his flip flops out, sheep don't run out, I'm gonna be pissed.
The thing is, we won't even see that.
Yeah, when I was at the live show, he kicks off and nothing ran out.
What?
I was gutted.
What do you mean nothing came out?
What would you do though if it was just like from under the ring, like real fucking sheep just came actually out from underneath the stage?
Piss myself.
Under the stage or underneath the ring, it'd be nuts.
And then wonder about the Welsh stagehands that are hiding under the ring shagging sheep.
Sorry, Wales.
I'm not. I'll see you in September.
But
That'd be fun.
Are we going to see Roman Drew for a while then?
I think till SummerSlam, at least.
Because where's Brock?
But we said this last night, and the thing was, it was said the reason I thought he was winning Mania, he was already scheduled to be in the next 2 pay-per-views, and we haven't seen him since Mania. So I reckon this Drew was like, right, who do we have? Let's have Drew till the summer and just carry on the feud because Brock was supposed to be involved.
I'd like Brock to be over for the UK, considering they're doing 3 stadium shows in a row.
That could be the main event. Drew versus Brock. And Brock costs...
like a number 1 contenders match or something?
Imagine we had a triple threat.
No. What if Brock costs Roman at SummerSlam? And that's
for one of the titles.
And then we find out later on that it was Drew versus, and that was Drew's agreement with Brock
for one of the titles. So Roman still drops 1,
or even just 1. That wouldn't be a bad shout, actually, Pete. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad shout.
I'd love for him to drop 1 belt.
That 1 belt.
That wouldn't be a bad shout. That wouldn't be a bad shout. Like let's have it so that Heyman's trying to agree things with Drew, and like they're like, nah, he's not going to fight. He's not going to fight you. You're below him. And then Drew says, well, what about just for whichever one he says, and then Brock costs Roman, and then we end up with Brock versus Drew as part of Drew's agreement with Brock.
Then later on in the night, in the main event, you get Brock versus Roman as well.
What, you have Brock twice at Cardiff?
You get Brock twice.
You imagine? Yeah. No, it wouldn't happen.
I can imagine. I would enjoy it.
Not for a one-night show.
Yeah, he's gonna end up. I can see him dropping 1 belt.
Yeah,
and then carry on the other belt to Mania.
I hope so. I genuinely hope so, because I think they need that other belt now, because Roman's going to hold it for so long that it's
I'll be honest, if they do the Rock storyline, that doesn't even involve the belt. You don't need the belt. That's for the head of the table.
But the thing is, you could have Brock and Drew, and you could have Roman and The Rock, and then Roman and Rock can't even appear over here.
Yeah,
that'd be nice in September. I'd watch The Rock in September. That'd be fine.
The thing is, even if it was just an appearance, just his music, just to finish the show, have him come out and go toe to toe with Roman.
Yeah. I'm fairly sure we'll get a legend with
get another Stone Cold versus Vince match in there as well.
Oh, I can see a Cena being involved by then.
You gotta remember,
let's get Cena back.
We're only going to get a max 4-hour pay-per-view, lads.
No, let's make it 8 hours. Bring Taker back
2
as well.
days. We'll have 2 days.
Michaels.
No, we won't bring Taker and Shawn.
Hopefully,
Michaels
Triple
back.
H
We
will
know
get
where
a
that
full
goes.
heart transplant by then. We'll get him
God.
in there.
So let's throw Kane in, have a Taker.
Fuck it, let's bring back
Yeah.
Yokozuna.
No, he's dead.
No,
Let's
no.
not.
If we're talking dream matches, we'll bring back people from the dead. It'll be fine.
Well, in that case, Yokozuna versus Andre.
Are we seeing? Sorry, one more thing. Are we seeing the tags going away from each other now, or maybe have one more match?
Yeah, one more match at least.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell?
Not done. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Thing is, if they obviously were planning on putting them together, unifying them, and they've gone.
They've gone. Yeah, no.
Actually, no, we don't like that position. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does just fizzle out. I guess we'll find out. We'll probably find out.
Do you know what's
tonight.
funny about it all? If it does go all the way till September with this story,
Yeah.
the next pay per view after that is Survivor Series, which is brand versus brand. So like,
Well, we got
that's
Saudi.
going to be
We have got Saudi.
weird as well. Well, yeah, but
I'd imagine that is just going to be like they normally are, where it's just another house show
hello, mate.
where we have a match that's already happened relatively recently, and it's just the same result.
I wonder. So
Goldberg's going to be back for September, isn't he? Saudi straight after.
Oh, let's hope not. Eh? Let's just hope
Honestly, I'm okay with Goldberg appearing as on the mic. I just don't want him appearing in a match.
Why? He can't talk.
I don't know. He's still Goldberg. It'd still be a cool moment. It'd still be a wicked atmosphere with,
One of the first
crowd chanting Goldberg. It would be cool. I'd still
One
be
of the
okay
first
with it.
events Dan
But
goes to.
after that, I don't care.
Goldberg's there.
Hey mate, I just don't want him to wrestle. As long as he's not wrestling in Cardiff, I'll be pissed.
I think I'd rather chant Ryback.
Hey, don't knock Ryback.
Do you mean don't knock Ryback?
You never know. We might get him on the podcast one day.
Mm. We have Boosh on that episode.
Be funny,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? Be good.
Can we get Vince on that episode as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to comment.
And those be our final passing words on Ryback, I suppose, being a good way to end the podcast because people.
Well, I mean,
skip the end.
there's obviously other stuff going on in the news around wrestling, but you know, there's some pay per view going off in AEW. They're going to have a Forbidden Door pay per view with.
Are we going to
New
cover
Japan.
that? We're going to cover Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be fun enough.
What day is it? Do you know?
No idea yet. It has been announced, but hello, dog.
Hello.
I don't pay enough attention.
No, we know, mate.
Yeah. No.
We know. June the 26th. So next month. So yeah, when's Helen? Sunday. Ugh.
Yeah, AEW is always Sunday now.
You dirty bastards, AEW. Says.
So when's Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank is July 2nd.
July 9th? Second.
So we got it 1 week after another. Yeah, hang on. Wait.
What? No, 2 weeks.
So June the so you've got June the 5th is Hell in a Cell. We'll be doing that, which is a Sunday,
Yeah.
which sucks ass.
Which is a Monday, a week, about a month away from now.
We then
No,
got
but
the 20...
that's not actually too bad because you've got a nice bank holiday break just before that.
Yeah, I mean,
Thursday,
it'd be better if we had a
Friday.
bank holiday break just after that.
Yeah, and then
I've got a day off.
we have the 26th, which is obviously the Forbidden Door now, and then we have Money in the Bank on July the 2nd, which is literally a week after.
Back to the Saturdays again.
Oh, so we're doing 2
weekends in
So
a
we're
row.
doing. So in that case, we're doing Sunday for Forbidden Door, Monday for my normal Monday Murder Monday stream.
If we're still doing them by then, we'll see. Might come
Tuesday, I don't know, we'll probably end up whacking something in. Pete's got a Wednesday still.
Yep.
Thursday, I'm sure we'll be
We
doing
got
something.
Theory Thursdays on here.
Theory Thursday on here, yeah. Friday we'll be doing our
SmackDown.
watch-alongs for SmackDown that we're doing. Saturday we'll be doing the pay-per-view.
For Money in the Bank, yeah.
Sunday we'll probably be
Stamped on the
trying to
keyboard.
sleep.
Yeah, it's going to be a long week. Be like a WrestleMania week. But,
It will be.
I mean, thank you very much for joining us. If you have liked this podcast and you've got this far, then just say hi in the comments. It's nice to talk to people.
Hi.
We've done really well. We really appreciate all the support we've had recently. But could we have a little bit more? A little more, sir. So
And just if you
Easter.
haven't hit that follow button,
Subscribe.
Remember that sometimes we talk about really famous people like Logan Paul and Roman
Adam
Reigns
Oakley.
and Adam
your,
Oakley.
And your body disappearing.
And my body's sometimes like, look, that's why we need you to subscribe. Is
We can't
because
afford
I can't even afford a body.
We can't,
Like,
we can't afford a whole link.
can't afford a body.
But we will catch you in the next one.
See ya.
Peace.
I mean, that was Wrestlemania Backlash.
That is a weird outro.
The thing is, we've done worse.